Alrighty, so you guys ready to go?
Yeah. I'm filming right now.
We're live?
We're live.
No rush, come over, yo, bro.
See you later, bro.
See you, man. Okay.
So we're driving from Landon's shop on Ekamai. We're going to drive to his other shop down on Sathorn. And yeah, do a little driving in Bangkok.
We need to take a U-turn here. We're doing a fast U-turn turning onto a soy here. So you gotta basically just follow me.
Alright, I'll follow you, buddy. I gotta tell you the story about one time I was riding with Landon and he got into an accident. It's been probably, well, at least 2 years since I've ridden in Bangkok, but almost 6 years since I've lived here, so it's been a while since I regularly rode on Bangkok streets. Luckily I have Landon leading the way. It's a nice house. Okay. Is this Rama 4? What road is this?
Rama 4.
Huh?
That was Rama 4
back there? Okay.
checking this guy's bike. It's in for a service, but whenever I get a chance, I try to drive him.
Are we taking a right up here?
Right now.
Landon's like what, 6'5", and it's really funny when you see him on these bikes because he rides like chicken wings. His legs look like chicken wings. He's so big. One time, Landon and I were riding at night on Sukhumvit Road, and we were on bikes. We were on bikes just like these, and Landon was riding in front of me just like this, and there was a taxi in front of him, and we came up to a, well, looks like we're stopping for a second. What's up, bro? Pull your mask down. What's up?
Guys, this is like a 2-minute red light.
Oh, okay.
Nice place to stop for a second.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's like a two minute red light up there. So.
We're sitting at the red light there in the sun for the 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, you don't want to sit in the sun at the red light, so you just wait here. Smart move. That's a veteran move.
Thanks. We got 20 seconds. We should probably go.
Let's do it.
All right. See you out there.
Veteran move by Landon to wait in a shady spot while you got the 2-minute red light. So anyway, one time Landon and I were riding. He's riding in front of me just like this, and there was a taxi in front of Landon, kind of like where that white car is. And these two girls, these two Japanese girls, just walked right into the middle of the street. Like, I think that they were coming from Japan, so they were used to, like, in Bangkok, cars don't always stop right away at crosswalks. You have to, like, sort of make sure that that traffic's going to stop at a crosswalk. But in Japan, 100% of the time, cars stop at a crosswalk 100% of the time. And I think these two Japanese girls just assumed that the taxi was going to stop for them, and so they walked out in the road, and the taxi wasn't going to stop. And so he slammed on his brakes, and Landon didn't have time to stop, so he hit his brakes and basically laid the bike down, and I was right behind him. Luckily, Landon wasn't hurt, and there was just a minimal amount of damage to the bike, but just so happens that there was a cop standing right on the corner when it happened, and it turned into a whole fiasco, like who's at fault, and the cop wants to give people tickets, and it was pretty it was a good story. It was a good time because nobody got hurt. Good, buddy. How you doing?
The right blinkers are messed up.
Oh my gosh. Traffic in Bangkok, or just like the style and the way that people kind of ride, it's like controlled chaos, man. It's like chaos theory. There's no real if you look hard enough at the chaos, like systems start to emerge, patterns start to emerge in the way people drive. But just to look at it at a glance, you'd be like, wow, it's incredibly chaotic. It's nice weather for riding though.
Really nice December Bangkok weather for sure. A little busy on traffic today, but usually it's not this busy on Sunday. But still, I mean, Sunday is always the best day of the week to drive in Bangkok.
Yeah.
But it is December, so it's high season.
Yeah.
It's a little busier today. Usually these roads are pretty dead. It's a really nice straightaway drive.
Those guys are just going through the red light.
And we'll turn left after a long time.
One of the things about riding a motorcycle in Bangkok is you have to be comfortable with the idea of accelerating through situations, like riding your brake and trying to be cautious, like conservative, I guess, isn't always the best way to ride in Bangkok. Sometimes you just have to like motor through and get past a car or go between two cars. If you try to take sort of like, for me, like an American style driving of like, oh, I'm just going to be real conservative and stay in my lane and drive the speed limit and brake and all that kind of stuff, then you're actually might be more prone to having problems. You need to be a little bit more aggressive when you're driving in Bangkok because everyone else is, and so you have to sort of adapt to the way that they're driving, which is lots of lane splitting, lots of sharing lanes, you know, merging, changing lanes without necessarily signaling, lots of hard braking, things like that. So drivers tend to be, despite the chaotic sort of vibe, drivers, as Landon mentioned previously, they're not super aggressive. They drive fast, but not aggressively. Like there's not a lot of retaliatory driving. Like for example, that car that we just like cut in front of a car and went straight. Like he's not going to be mad because we cut in front of him. Like it's just what drivers here expect from motorcycles. They expect motorcycles to be cutting in front of them, going beside them, sneaking into a little gap in between two cars. Drivers are generally okay with that. So that's kind of what I mean by you sort of have to, that's the way you need to drive when you're in Bangkok. When in Rome. I've never had a road rage incident in all my time riding in Bangkok. Never had a driver of a car or another motorbike retaliate on me because of something they did or something I did. It's just not really that common. It's part of the culture, the larger Thai culture of like my friend ride, just kind of like, hey, sabai sabai, it's okay, everybody chill out, no harm, no intention, you know. And likewise, the same goes true for me. Like, just because some motorcycle cuts in front of me or a car hits its brakes or a car decides to turn without signaling doesn't mean that I'm allowed to get mad at them. Like, it's just the way people drive here and you have to accept it and adapt to it. You can fill one of these bikes up for like $3. $3 to fill up your Zoomer. I'll have to ask Landon how many city miles you get, but it's a lot. It's definitely not expensive to use motorcycle as your main form of transportation. There we go, Fatboy's Motorbikes.
drove this bike here. He's picking up tomorrow. So I'll take this guy back
Oh.
tonight.
Good thing I have helmet.
Maybe it's an easy bike, this one.
Straight right?
Yeah.
Okay.
ใช่ครับพี่เทสใช่ครับอันนี้ไฟไม่หยุด
ไม่หยุดโอเคไอ้
ดีกว่าด้วยไฟนี่อันนี้ไม่หยุด
โอเคโอเคเดี๋ยวเปลี่ยนตัวเนี้ยเดี๋ยวเพราะมันต้องเปลี่ยนทั้งประกับด้ว
ใช่
ย
อันนี้ใช่แต่ว่าอันนี้มัน there's like it feels like somebody's making the bike really slow
Slow?
ใช่ใช่
Going the way number.
เนี่ย
Just a little bit, but if he's too busy, take just really the most part of the back. It's dangerous to drive fast. No problem. Anytime today.